Hey guys, so this is my first official vlog on my chronic idiopathic urticaria and how I've been doing lately. So the last I checked in with you guys was after I had my second injection of xolair, and immediately afterwards, I think I said on Facebook, I had no results immediately afterwards like I did with my first time, unfortunately. And that was really discouraging for a while, and they actually continued to get worse until they were almost as bad as before I got on any allergy medication at all. I had really huge welts on my arms and on my legs and on my feet, and that made it really difficult. They were in such accessible areas where I could see them and where I could itch them really easily. That made it, of course, worse. So last time I was at my allergist, she said that I could try doxaplen, I believe that's how you say it, and that is an antidepressant, but when taken at a really low level, like I'm talking 10 milligrams versus like 200, it actually for some reason helps with anti-itch. So I tried that out for about 3 days when it was really bad, and it was horrible. It didn't help me at all, and I was just going mad, being really itchy. So I eventually had to give in and go back to my hydroxizine. She also said that whenever I get the angioedema swelling, like on my lips, on the bottom of my feet, or anytime my allergies get really unbearable, I can take some leftover prednisone. The next morning I woke up and I almost had no hives at all. And for about 2 days after, I had almost no hives, and they kind of slowly built up, but it was still a very, very small amount, like less than 20. On the 4th day after I first took the medication, they had come back, not nearly as bad as before, but they were still really pretty itchy. And I honestly had a big day. I think it was actually the first day of school, and I just didn't want to deal with it. So I just took some more steroids, and my allergist said that it's okay. So right now I'm just kind of taking them as a rescue medication for whenever I have really bad reactions. It's been about a week, I would say, and I have had almost no hives at all. Yesterday, last night, I had my first flare-up, kind of, since being on the steroids, or since taking the one steroid, I should say. And I mean, it's still like less than 20 hives. I just got some on my wrist, maybe like one on my forehead, stuff like that, just really minor, which was really exciting. Well, not exciting that I had a flare-up, but exciting that the prednisone was able to last for so long. Because one of the things that my doctor and I are looking into is after my 4th injection of xolair, which should be when it takes full effect. That's when she said that I should hopefully be hive-free. If I'm not after the 4th injection, we will either potentially increase the amount of xolair I'm taking or increase the how often I take it to maybe every 2 weeks instead of every month. I know people take xolair up to 800 milligrams, and right now I'm only on 300. So we could still do that, but she said that doesn't work. We might have to put me on long-term steroids, and I'm assuming it would be prednisone. And of course, I don't want to do that because being on steroids is not good for you long-term. It can lead to weight gain. It can lead to having worse reactions whenever you get off of them, if you get off of them. It can be bad for your immune system. I mean, nobody wants to be on steroids long term, but I might have to, unfortunately, go that route. But something that I pointed out whenever I was talking to my doctor about that is whenever I was first on the steroids, they didn't do anything for me. But that was also before I was on any kind of allergy medication at all. So now I take my normal 4 allergy medicines a day, and then I took the steroid on top of that, and it worked almost perfectly. So I'm hoping if I do get on the steroids that they would actually help, you know, versus not at all, which is exciting. But for the past week, for whatever reason, I have been having very little hives. I have like one here on my wrist, one on my cheek. I mean, like, I don't even really know where they are, which is a good sign, you know, that I haven't even noticed them. So I'm not exactly sure what's causing them to be so docile. I'm not sure if it's the cold weather or if it's the steroids just knocked it out, if it's the xolair finally kicking in. So I'm not really sure what is fixing the problem. That's kind of where I'm at. My next injection is a week from this upcoming Thursday at Sacred Heart and the Infusion Center. And so we'll see how that goes. And I will, of course, check with you guys back after that. And I have a follow-up with my allergist after the 4th month of treatment, which should be the golden month where it works the best and where all my problems go away. So fingers crossed that I stay healthy now and I continue to stay healthy and that the xolair works.